Mm. Welcome, 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 sweetie. Mm. Yes, welcome, sweethearts. Let me just post the live information here. Mm. Let's see. Copy text. Let me just go through here and post the live information. I'll be right with everyone, I promise. Mm. Jean, hello, hello, hi, baby, hi. Hi, Jean Jacket. You see here, let me get back to the game because I'm going to have to tell this one to stop. Let's see, just go ahead and put it into that. Let it finish off its passengers. It looks like it has. So now we can just go ahead and put it over here in the... Actually, we need to put it over here to cooling it. Let's get this started because I have the GM and O coming up behind it. So let's see, right about there I do it. I point you to about right there. Hmm. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Give me one moment, I'll be with everyone, I promise. Just gonna do all the posting. I'm doing it with my phone today, so I'm having to find everything. Yeah, I should be a little bit more ready for this. Yeah. Sorry I take so long doing this. Yeah. Pasting, posting, posting, pasting. It takes so long. Yeah. Especially when you're not set up the way that I'm having to do it right now. I'm having to find all of the self-promotions that I normally just click on whenever I'm on my computer here. Since it's easier to just like copy and paste it from what I'm using. Yeah. Where did it go? Where did it go? I know you have. Yeah. I'm trying to hurry as fast as I can, everyone. I'm sorry it takes me a moment here. Oh my back. Oh, come on, where is it at? I know it's right there. Where is it? My brain is like, burr, I can't see nothing. Stupid dyslexia, I'm sorry I have that. There, that's all posted. Hmm. Alright, let's see here. Let's get this engine cold. I think I pulled, yeah, I pulled too far forward. Foot. Gotta do a little backup. Let's just put a manual, and just do a little bit of manual backup on it. As soon as we get to the cooling tower, to the water tower, we should be okay. 3, 2, 1, stop. There, now we can water it and cool it at the same time. Nice. Yeah. Almost so posting. I'm so sorry I take so long doing this. Mm. Let's see. Paste, post. And blue sky and I'll be done and we will be back to live. I'm so sorry it takes me so long, y'all. I am not proficient at this. Paste, post. And we are done posting. There we are. Hello, hello. I'm so sorry about all that. Okay, let's get this show on the road. We are cooling our engines for tonight. We're going to do a little sleeping game. That'll get us back to the start of the morning so we'll have some freight to move. Let me pull up the chat. There we go. There we go. Broken voice. Hi, Mama. My buddies and I are getting ready to go to the wrestling pay-per-view tonight in my hometown. Hope you have a great rest of your evening. Hugs from Diamond. Hi, baby. You safe? Okay, Hooded. Hi, baby. Hi, hi, hi. Yeah. Hope everybody's having a good day wherever you are in the world. Yeah, we're just getting our Southern Crescent Limited is what this says. Getting her cold so she'll be ready for first thing in morning service. Gonna put her over in the car shed over here so that she can get, tinkered on and get her back to 100%. That way we can keep our ratings up, because right now our rating, we're staying overall 102. That's awesome. Operation safety. Oh my, we gotta get that back up here. Yeah. Alright, looks like our cooling is done. So we can go ahead and throw that chute back up. Almost through watering. Yeah. I need to turn the volume back up on my headset. Is the volume okay for everyone here? Yeah, just nice little rainstorm going right now. So peaceful. Uh-oh, I think I see... Let's see, where is, G and O? They are... Oh, they're getting to Ella, so they're almost up here. Yeah. We're gonna have to break them apart, I believe, and put them over on the service tracks in the back. Nope, that's not gonna work because that's full. Oops. Maybe it'll fit right here. Yeah. Hooded. Hugs to you too, baby. We don't need that turntable right now. Close the map. Yeah. Oh, watering is done. We can stow our water column, close our hatches, and go ahead and throw this big beast over into the car sheds. So let's just drop in over here. We're gonna drop this big beast right here. How's she gonna do it? Oh, yeah, she's gonna back it in. That's good. Diamond out in my date last night with my girlfriend, with my partner, and is it Rory? It was wonderful. We went to the movies to see the new Evil Dead movie. New Evil Dead. Are you talking about like Ash versus Evil Dead? Yeah. It was fun. Nice. I did not know that there was another Ash versus the Evil Dead movies. I'm just gonna watch 1401 sneak her way back in. Yeah. No, hi, baby. Hello, gorgeous. How are you? I'm hurting, but I'm here, baby. Just playing a little bit with my trains. Yeah, choo choo. Yeah. And close our roster for right now, because we are good. Once we get this one into the sheds, we only have one more engine running for the night. That's our GMO. She is on her way for the last run for the night, heading up here to Bryson. Yeah. We're just gonna park this one in the car shed so that it can be, and all the joints can be oiled, she can be cleaned and, prepped and ready for tomorrow, so she'll be nice and pretty in the morning. Yeah. It's already almost 3 in the morning in game. Not IRL right now, it's actually 3:16 p.m. Yeah, no, choo-choos. Yeah, let's see. The Sora Scar. Hello, so long since I've seen on Twitch. Yes, sweetie, I'm so sorry. My brain has been burst, so I haven't been, really, able to concentrate enough to run all of my trains. Because in here, I got all of those to run. That's a lot of engines to keep track of, and my brain was not ready to burr on that right now. We're just going to go ahead and go in here to the car shed, and we're going to watch the Southern Crescent Limited, pull in here into the car shed. Yep, she fully fits inside here, so we'll be able to get everything done. She'll be cleaned up and ready for tomorrow's service. No, I've never been able to get into these games, but they seem fun. They are, especially whenever you have the tism for the train like I do. You just hear like the cars rolling. Especially whenever it comes to the engine itself. I'm gonna go back up here and watch her come to a stop. If I can keep from going through stuff. Alright, yeah, she's coming into her stop right now. Just something about all that valve gear moving just to me, aww. I've been trying to find, I had a Southern Pacific that I Crescent Limited that I wanted to get my hands on so bad. That was on eBay. It was a Aristocraft garden scale for 462. But sadly, I missed the auction. I accidentally dozed off during the last of it, and it went for stupid cheap. I should have stayed up a little bit longer, but I didn't. We're gonna see if we can get our GMO all in behind the Pennsylvania whenever she gets up here. In the meantime, let's go ahead and close that out and put the brakes on our Southern real quick. Applying the brakes. And from here we will go check on engine 16. It's one of the logging locomotives. It's a little Climax. I know, giggity. I did move it up here. So we're just gonna make sure it's back in to where it needs to be. It's getting loaded with logs. Yep. Come on, render in. Render in. It's right there. It just needs to render. No. Oh, thank you for the stickers. Oh, I love trains. Nice. I actually have one of those old trains. Nice. I watched from the 90s. Nice. Keith M, hello, baby. I don't know why we're not rendering in this, climax like it's supposed to. Anyways, we are... Yeah, there is the climax. It's supposed to be. It's not rendering in right now. And right here is our caboose. I'm just gonna back it out and maybe it will render in eventually. Come down here and check on... Yeah, we got... I think this is the Skookum. It's a 2442. Yeah. So you got two leading, four driver, 2 trailing, so that gives you your 2442 is what the arrangement is. Looks like we are loaded with logs here. Make sure all the way to the back. Yeah, we had to bring this one up on a partial, so we didn't have the caboose with it. But we can go ahead and bring it down to the sawmill. So let's go ahead and select engine number 420. I know, giggity number. Giggles. Giggling. We'll go down here to number 5 is still in the log line. So what we will do is we will bring number 420. We're going to knock the brakes off. Waypoint to right here. Yeah. To avoid wretches. What do you mean? The ones that had all the little train that ran around the face. I still have it. It needs repairs and all around the place. So but it needs repairs, but I got it. Yeah. Nice. I need to do a little bit of work on some of my stuff. Let's see. There she's going hell bent for the horizon. We're gonna slow her down because it's only about 20 miles an hour on this track, so let's slow your ass down. check back on number 16. Yep, there she is. She's finally rendered. So there's our little climax. You know, fully rendered finally. Yep, a climax is like, instead of having like the driver with your piston down here, and it drives like a whole drawbar, this actually runs with a little, like, almost like a four-wheel drive transfer case. So you got forward and rear-facing shafts that actually drive these off of gears instead of off of, main drive drawbar. Yeah. Let's see about these. Oh, looks like our pulpoid cars are ready, so we can actually start getting those down. We'll bring the Skoken back up here for those once we get where we can. Yeah. Actually, let's go ahead and send the climax to work. Yeah. Close that roster. Select. Handbrakes. Hooded. Mummies. You're my good boy, baby. Yes, we're best friends. No. Alright, beautiful. I'll see you later. Have a good day. You have a good day too, sweetie. Yeah. Let's see. Let's get number 16 saddled up to some of these cars. Sounds like it's moving like 90 miles an hour, but it's only going about 10 miles an hour. Let's check the roster. Yep, it's almost there. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch it so we have 16 and 240 are on my quick switches. Yep. Man, just love the sound of a train, don't you? Man. Such a different sound, right? Compared to the big road engine. And here comes the donk. Yeah. Connect our glad hands. Go ahead and release these brakes. That way you can go ahead and shove it over to here and grab all of these. Mm-hmm. Lonely Wolf? Lady Lonely Wolf, is that it? Reagan, dear. Yeah. Jack and Jean Jacket. Hi, I'm hurting, but I'm here, baby. I'm sorry. It took me a moment to come back and check. I'm sorry. I see. Hannah. Hi, Hannah. Hi. Jean Jacket, I love listening to you. I'm drawing right now. Nice. What are you drawing? Harrison Galbeck? Is that it? Thank you so much for joining. Hi. I do have to remember I need to check into systems when I'm streaming on here. Yeah. Let's see. Let's check on 240. Okay, she is at her last stop for the night. Go ahead and take that off. Once we are through with our passengers, we got 1, Still got some passengers to watch out. Yeah. Get back over here so we can watch her connect. Yeah. So this is gotta go back down to Silva. Yeah, let's watch the donk. Alright, let's see. Go down and check on... Come on, brain, do the brain thing. You bring it down where this engine is sitting. Yeah. Yeah, we'll bring it down here into this yard. Let's check on our passengers, make sure we're empty. Yes, we are empty. See what we are in our coal and water here. Half and half, just about, or 3/4 and half. So we're just going to go ahead and put her to the coal station, get her taken care of, get her ready for the road in the morning. Right about right. There. Let's see how close that gets us. Almost got 1,000 tons on this little guy. Wow. Check on you. Yep, you're almost to the wood yard. Yeah. This is named after my dad. So yeah. Also the number is also kind of a homage to my dad's as well. So there's that. Oh. Sorry about that. We were kind of close on that guy. Yeah. He's working his ass off trying to get it down there right now. Yeah. But hello, everybody. How is everybody doing this afternoon? Yeah. Hope you're doing well. Is the audio coming through okay? Or is it... It looks like the trains were really low. Let me bring that up a little bit. Yeah. So I'm coming through okay for everybody. It's not overpowering, right? Yeah. Yeah. Jack Geary, hello, my little sweetie. How are you? Yeah. You got this little guy just like teaching along. We're just gonna follow him along whenever we get, and we're gonna check on our road engine, make sure she is fueling. Make sure she's where she can fuel at least. We can at least get the coal tower down, Jack Geary. I'm doing good. Hope you're taking care of yourself. I'm hurting, but I'm here, baby. Thank you for asking. Yeah. Let's see here. I'm just gonna follow this little guy for a little while. Yeah. It is so hot here today, IRL. I hope everybody else is at least, staying comfortable, or at least not getting hurt with the hot temperatures. Yeah. Check the roster. Go down here and make sure this is where it needs to be. Pretty sure it is. Yeah, it looks like it's all where it needs to be. And holy crap, I don't know if it's enough. Looks like there is just enough passing room between the engines. Oh my. Yeah. So let's go ahead and, put the brakes on this engine, select it real quick. And we will go to manual and release her brakes so she can rest her legs. Yeah. Get over here, check on our cooling. Looks like we're done with the cooling. Oh, here comes some rain. Put on Old Manuel. And this will allow us to get back up so we can put some water in the tender. Gotta have some water, else we'll go kaboom. And back to 16. Oh, she hit a heavy spot. She's got a little bit of grade to pull against. Got herself a little bit of a grade to pull against, it looks like. Yeah. And Exo, hello baby, how are you doing? How are you doing, Exo? I see. Is this your main account on the Red app, Red Play Button app, or is this sorry, is this your main? Is this your fallback on here too, or is this your main? Yeah. Yeah. Just get our little 3-truck climax back down to the yard. Yeah. But yes, hello, excellent baby. Yeah. I'm getting there. We're passing Colony 1. Yeah, it's a bit of a heavy train. She's pushing right at 1,000 tons. Yeah. This is your main? Alright, nice. How's the volume coming in for everyone? Is the trains too loud, or am I too loud? Let's see how our watering is done. We are good on the water and coal now. Go ahead and put this engine to sleep in the car shed. Waypoint U. We're just going to be going over here into this building. So we're just going to, break the magic a little bit. We're going to just, put her right to the back of Pennsylvania right here. So, come on, back away from it. I don't want it right up in. I don't want it coupled. Well, hell, it won't hurt. Make sure it's going to back her in. Yep, it's going to back it in. That's good. Get back to our climax. Check on it. Excellent. I do have another main account, but I mainly use this one. Okay. Yeah. How are y'all doing, sweeties? Y'all having a good Saturday? Like I said, it's hotter than Satan's left testicle here in the South, but holy crap, we've already been going for 30 minutes. How come time flies on this so much faster than it does on my regular streams? It seems like I just started. Oh, that's crazy. I was crazy once. They put me in a dark room with no walls, and then I died. And the worms came and they said, "You're crazy?" Crazy. I was crazy once. Getting into place. About ready to shove her into the shed. go back and check on 16. Yeah. I'm chilling. I'm hurting fine here, baby. In fact, I'm kind of warm. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna take my top off. That's much better. Much better. I mean, I have all the lights off. I do have my fans going except for my desk fan because it can be heard on here. So I just, just doing my best I can. Let's see. Should be parked. Yeah. We managed to get her all the way in there. Nice. So we do have room for one more car over here on the southern side. So we might see about upping that in a couple of days. Yeah. So everybody looks like they are where they're supposed to be. Let's go back and see how far we have on 16 from getting it down. Let's see. Map. We're almost down there into the sidings. Yeah. To the little staging yard in Whittier. So we're almost done. Let's just go ahead and start checking our engines for the night. In the shed, in the shed, in the shed, in the shed. Yeah. This one. Our actual sugar. Alright, so we have a little bit we could move around, but we'll worry about that tomorrow because we're not sending another train up tonight. Yeah. And then these, they should all be in the shed. Yeah, all those guys are in the shed. ER2, GMO 112. I need to check up here. I haven't checked up here in Ella in a hot minute. Make sure that we don't have any freight waiting to move. No, all that's good. And then, yep, you are a pretty engine. You're just sitting on the siding looking nice. Our Illinois Central Railroad, number 283. Sorry, 382. I'm sorry, dyslexia hit. Yeah. Oh, excellent. Thank you so much for subscribing. Excellent, baby. Thank you. Oh. Yes, here's our Illinois Central. It's taking a minute to render everything in for some reason right now, but this is Casey Jones' engine. So let's just keep going down the line. Okay, there's our logging locomotives. Our Northwestern, she's in the shed. The other Norfolk Western's waiting on the side till we can get to it. To needing more coal. The Pierre Marquette. A little bit homage to a certain movie. Because it's based off the Pierre Marquette 1225. Yeah. Yeah. Excellent. And be right back. Sorry. Excellent. Oh, another one. Mommy, I'm back. Oh, you changed your counts again. Oh my. Yeah. Let's keep going down the line. Make sure everybody is where they need to be. Let's see what the coal mine looks like right now. Yeah. We got some coal cars over there on the side. That's good. Should probably go ahead and get one of these guys. Yeah. Let's get Mr. Chunky here. Yeah, number 20, he'll do it. This we gotta pull these back and shove him up a hill. Let's get this big heavy guy down here and get him to pull him back and shove him over here in the line. Yeah. 16. We're gonna get back to you. Check on you. Yeah. Looks like this is my other account, and I haven't posted a video on this account for a while on my. Yeah. Why aren't you posting, sweetie? Are you just not feeling like it anymore? What's going on with that? That was a loud introduction back to that engine. Yeah. Or at least it was on my side. Is it okay on your side? I want to make sure that I'm not, blowing anybody's eardrums out right now. We're almost through with our night moves, and then we'll be able to go to sleep. Just go ahead and get this line of cars down here. Probably put this in for coal. Yep, she needs some coal and water. Get her back over to the get her back over here to the water stand, the coal and cooling tower. Coal conveyor, I mean. Get her top back up so we can send her back up to Conley. Yeah. I'll be right back. I just gotta run to the restroom. Give me 1 moment, sweethearts. I'm back, sweetie. Sorry about that. Excellent. I post randomly on the clock app. On this account, I only my other account and mainly post games. Oh, okay. Yeah. Actually, we need to push this engine a little bit further forward. Let's just go ahead and put it to the end of the line. That way it doesn't have that far to go to turn it around. Yeah. Alright, so we need to close the clad hand here. Then turn it around to the engine. Release some handbrakes to move these cars out of the way. There we go. Right to the end of the line. It's just random. I want to post on either of the two accounts. Okay. I understand that. can back this guy all the way down to the cooling tower and the water stand. About right there ought to do it. Go ahead and get number 56 out of the shed. And go to waypoint, release our brakes. Waypoint over here and start moving some of this freight out for the morning. I mean, technically it's already morning, and we need to go ahead and start getting some of this freight out of here so we can just start shoving stuff in. I discard a little GMO number 56. A little 060 switcher. Typically, they just didn't get the flashy paint. They were just left black and boring. Just to bring them out a little bit, I figured I would do some painting on them. Excellent. I like it here. I like it here and Twitch. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I see. Well, I'm actually dual streaming on both platforms right now. Yeah. And I'm actually having to watch it on my phone to watch the stream, or to watch the chat for Twitch, and I'm having to go back to the streaming platform I'm using to stream it to be able to read the YouTube comments. And Hooded, love you too, baby. How are you doing, Hooded? Alright, let's go check on number 20. We can go ahead and set some brakes here. Getting close to being able to put some water in. Because, yeah, we're low. Shorty got low. Water column. Go ahead and fill up our water tank. This whole thing's a water tank, by the way. Oh, we're not perfectly aligned. I'm sorry. It's like a tulip. This poor thing's like a tulip. If it's not perfectly aligned, it doesn't like it. Excellent, too. Yeah, it can be a bit of a mess. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie there. But all the mass fake reports that I keep getting, yeah, it can be a bit of a mess. So that one's gonna take a while to go ahead and load. Can we put them both on the same tray? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, instead of worrying about the freight going out right this second, I'm gonna go ahead and lock that one down, unhook the brakes on this one. There. We're just going to get the loading ones, put them on the center track so we can just pull everything out. Alright, store away our column. Let's see how that works. Yay, accepting the coal. Let's see, I've been all day today. Oh my. I can't say that I've been, sadly, but yeah, I understand what you're saying. Let's go ahead, because I forgot to do this earlier. I just knock it off to neutral. I feel so much better after taking my top off. Yeah. I'm very relaxed now. Alright, now we gotta get this back up to Conley 3. So, map. And just fly ourselves up there. With, I think it's... Oh, there we go. Headed. Oh my god. It's bedtime. It's fucking bedtime. Oh, let me some ninja sex party. Yeah, good band. Oh crap, it's already full. Holy crap. Yeah. Yard. It's right, waypoint. Right there. 15 miles an hour, so it doesn't derail itself. Yeah. George Carlin. I can't remember which one that one is. Mummy's good boy. Maybe train song, yes. Johnny be good. Hold the line. Love isn't always on time. Oh no, no. Hold the line. Love isn't always on time. Oh no, no. Do you want me to be on this account for you and can recognize me? I recognized you from the other one, sweetheart, because it's what you have on the clock app, yeah. So either way, you're fine. You're good with me. Yeah. However you feel comfortable, sweetheart. Yeah. We're just gonna pull these two out, shove them down the middle because they'll both work off of the same track. Yeah. And then we'll go ahead and combine both of these and then grab this one off the back over here. Yeah. Oh, that one's close to filling, so we'll just leave it for right now. Yeah. We do have ourselves a healthy amount of logs here. So that's good. It's always good that we don't have to worry about running out of material for the sawmill, because the sawmill produces quite a bit for us. I believe it's what they call a captive service. Yeah. Man, I'm still hot. I drank all of my Powerade. Gotta top it off again. And there's the ice. Yeah, yeah, my Powerade is just condensating because of how hot it is right now. My room is the hottest in the entire house. Yeah. Put that top back on before I mess up and knock over my drink and have red Powerade all over the place. Okay, so while we're here, we'll just go ahead and back up and check over here. Yep, those two freight cars are good. Yeah. Hook and saddle the glad hands. Go ahead and start grabbing on our freight. Thanks, I'll be right back. I'm gonna post a video. Okay, baby. Go post you a video. Snepmommy will be right here. Yeah. Where are we? Holy crap, we've already been streaming for almost an hour. How did this happen? Yeah. Only have 2 engines running right now, don't we? Yeah. Gino and the climax. Jack Gary kisses mommy. There you go, baby. Yep, looks like it's only 2 engines running, so we can go ahead and close that. We'll just launch this one. We're gonna go ahead and do a sleep once we get these two sets lined up over here. That should give us plenty of time for everything to start, moving along faster, hopefully. because it's not going to be much of a sleep. Because like right now in game it's 3:33 p.m. or sorry 3:33 a.m. We do a sleep, it's only 2 hours 27 minutes, so it's not like it's going to be a massive amount of time. But then we got a lot of stuff we gotta do whenever we do that, because then we gotta go straighten out Freight and Silva, get all set with our road engines, get our passenger liner and passenger engines running again, get everybody out and moving. Yeah. Glad hands. Saddle and rattle. Yeah. 2 hours, 26 minutes till 6 a.m. in game. So, yeah. It's not going to be a big sleep, but at least it'll give us, fresh freight to work with. Yeah. I see you, Jack Gary, baby. How are you? And thank you all for being here, by the way. I appreciate every last one of y'all. Staying with me and helping me, figure things out here, how things are gonna go. Because I think this is mainly where I'm gonna play if I'm gonna play any games, this is where I'll play the games. And we'll just keep the clock out for our ASMR style speaking. Jack Gary, I'm doing good. Help my mother with a few tasks and praise. You're such a good boy, Jack Gary. Yes, you are, baby. You're such a good boy for Snepmommy. Such a good boy helping your mama out like that. Oh well. Let's see. Atlas Kami 116. Thank you so much for the follow, baby. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much, baby. I hope wherever you are in the world, sweetie, you're having a good day. I hope it's not too hot for you. It is sweltering here. I mean, it's so hot. I have all my lights off. I had my fans on. I even had to take my top off because it was just too hot with my top on. Atlas, yeah. You see the stickers, sweetie. See, alright, we are saddled and rattled. Let's go ahead and do a sleep. It will be okay with the other engine running. Nothing else is moving, so here we go. Here's a sleep. Alright. Doesn't look like anything else is finished over here. Nope. Looks like all of this is... Oh, well, we do have an extra in the back that's ready. That one's going to be a hot minute before it's done. So what we will do is we will move this over, or at least bring this back. We'll bring this back to here. Yeah. And Atlas, honestly, it'd be hot as fuck here where I live, but to be honest, I think I'd be building resistance against it. Yeah, I'm from here where I live, and yeah, it's hot. It's hot as Satan's left testicle is what it is. Hey, hot as Satan's left testicle in the middle of a crock pot. So yes, I'm boiling alive. Yay. Alright, let's get back to moving engines. Let's see. 86, let's get eyes on you. Check on our cars. What do our cars look like? Oh, condition still 89. We're gonna leave this 89%. Yeah. There should have been taken care of. What's going on here? Let's check our location. Engine service, repair tracks. Yes, that's a repair track. So we're gonna have to let that one sit for a little while, I guess. Yeah. Just means we need to check our others. Let's see. Probably hasn't been too long for it to have had a break, but we'll see how Southern looks. 89% on you as well. Oh my goodness. So it looks like we're only going to get this engine out tonight, or this morning. Well, we'll let this one cook a little bit. Yeah, we'll let that one settle for a little bit. Let's go ahead and go down to Silva. Shit, the sun. Sun be bright as fuck. There we go. Now we'll be able to get to see the freight. Let's see. Here is what we gotta deal with. Holy shit. We gotta separate everything, get everything to send, ready to send out. And oh my god, look at all of this freight. Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Bryson, why is one Bryson in the middle of that one? Or I'm sorry, Whittier. Whittier's in the middle of Bryson. Antihalo track site. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay, so I think the best thing to do is to get our... let's get our Norfolk Western over here out of the shed. So let's see, what is that? 4? I may have sent it one too far. No, I picked the right one. Nice. Release your brakes. Release the hounds. Let's see, waypoint U. Waypoint U over here, and we'll start pulling out these little Larkas. In the meantime, we've got a lot of work to do. An Atlas? Dang. Yeah, I know. Yeah. And here's the thing, we gotta... Come on, come on. Stop being a dum-dum. Yeah. Atlas. Sorry. Excellent. I'm back. Look at all those trains. Yeah, all those train cars. And we gotta go by and we gotta hit every one of them. See, like that one's at 49% oiled. We gotta oil all these journal boxes. Yeah. This old school technology. They stopped these, I think it was the 1930s, is when they stopped using journal boxes and started using Timken bearings. There was an old cartoon about the changeover. They used in the cartoon. They referred to the friction as kid friction. Like an old school, like back alley tough guy. A big old pause. He would like grab hold of the shank and just slow the car down and cause hot boxes. You can do that in this game. You can actually have hot boxes if these are not oiled properly, and that'll basically shut you down for a hot minute because you gotta creep along until you can get the car to a service point. And then you got to put the car in for services, which is going to take, days because it's got to be completely overhauled at that point. And when you do that, it causes, confusion and delay. Which, that one was bad. That one would have been really bad. That one would have done a hotbox 21%. Yeah. But yeah, if you do that in game, you got to put the car in for service. It's going to be down. You can't deliver the freight. It will not let you deliver the freight with the hotbox. So you got to take time to go and get it serviced and lose, revenue, and, your reputation takes a hit for it as well. So a little bit of prep time before your game, a little bit of prep time before you send your engines out will be beneficial. Just not this whole line is going on as one train. It's all going to go up to the Robinson Coal Gap. But we'll be okay getting our passengers out a little bit late today. But yeah, these are empty coal hoppers going up to be filled at Robinson Coal Gap. Let's see, that's a good thing. Is like I oiled this bearing. and it does them for both axles. So I don't have to go like, you see there's 1, 2, there's 2 on the other side. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these per car. I don't have to do that. I just gotta do 1. And it does the entire car, so that's good. Because that would take forever, and I wouldn't want to play this game. Like, this is a bit of a pain in the butt to do, but it's just part of it. However, if I had to sit here and go through all 8 journal boxes per car, and I got, I don't know how many cars right now. Like right now, this one is hooked up to 15 cars while it's fixing to pull those off. And fixing to unhook some of them and pull away from it to connect to this that I'm oiling right now. Yeah. Let's see. Razorvic. Hello, baby. Did I say your name right? I can barely see it to make sure I'm reading letters right. Hi, Vic. How are you doing, sweetie? Hello, baby. Getting close to the end, I feel here. Can't be many more cars. If it is, it's like some tied on the back, I believe, for somebody else. Yep, I got that one. Dyslexia, making sure that I didn't forget one. $37%. We're good there. Vic, I'm fine. You're not getting it right, yeah, but it's okay. If you can give me like a phonic way of pronouncing your name, like, you know, I don't know a right way to think of a phonics. If you can give me like some kind of phonic way of pronouncing your name, I will do my best to try and remember it. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah. Oh, really? How hard? Yeah. I'm joking. That was a little bit of an innuendo. I'm sorry. All right. Yeah, we are towards the end of the train because these don't go with it. Yeah, our Norfolk Western only hauls the cool cars and anything going that direction. So let's see. Alright, yeah, we are done with that. You go up here and check where is our... Oh, okay. So now all we gotta do is connect our glad hands on the back of our Norfolk Western. Release the hounds. Yeah. Gonna put this slow so I don't, I can do some of these, but I can't do all of them, so let's see here. Norfolk Western, get you saddled and rattled, right? Yeah. Our laser evict. Our laser evict. Am I pronouncing the E in there correctly? Am I using that correctly? Yeah. Well, it looks like everything's oiled on that train, so I don't have to worry about what's being pulled out. E is correct. Our laser evict. Right? Our Lazarovich. Like that? Our Lazarovich? Because I hope I'm saying that right, because it sounds like I'm saying something bad. Close enough. Our laser. Is that okay? Can I say our laser? Yeah. Because, like, that's so cool having freaking lasers on their freaking head and everything. I'm sorry, you probably get that so much, and I'm so bad. I'm sorry. Yeah. Let's see what we gotta get. Number 47's over here with our cabooses. Or cabooses, these things. Is it on the nose? It's on the nose. We're gonna waypoint you. Oh, you're the one that's the handbrakes are late on. Yeah, close enough. 47 will just push you down to right there. Ooh, I hear some boom booms outside. It's getting ready to ring, it sounds like. Yeah, just go through here and check our glad hands. Or not our glad hands, our journal boxes. Had a few I saw that were not 100%. Might as well go ahead and get those ready. 100. 83. Yeah, need to make sure that these are oiled. Yeah. Pretty sure we're good, but let's just hit them all to make sure. 100%, 100%, 100%. And 100%. Okay. Gotta get all the way back here where where we need to disconnect it. Because we don't need to take... Yeah, this is all for Dillsborough. That stays up here. Right there should get us far enough out of the hole. Yeah. Excellent. I'm eating some watermelon right now. Oh my. Yeah, I love the smell of watermelon. Our laser. This game looks like it takes a lot of time on me. Well, it does. It does take a while. I work at it a little bit at a time. But I love the sound of trains, and this is just part of working the trains. Like, once you do all of the journal boxes, you don't have to worry about that for the rest of the day. It's just like mainly like hooking and unhooking cars. Like, I got all of this out here. I've got to plan out. You know, I gotta get all of these. Oh, I forgot that one's still listed as a GMO. Why is that one listed as GMO? Need to remove that, or let's see. Equipment, customize. You need to be listed as an Norfolk and Western, not a GMO. In caps lock on. Norfolk and Western. Yeah. Tab. There we go. Norfolk and Western. Traintism, yes, traintism. I am autistic a little bit. You know, I don't remember the exact amount. I'm not too autistic. You know, I am. I am very dyslexic as well. So I mean, I'm just, you know, this just like scratches that itch of like, oh, sound. You know? Hurry, are we almost to the end of where I set the thing? No, it's still got a little bit to go before it gets there. Or just watching the train get by so that we can hook this caboose on the back of it. Opting Gamer, oh my goodness, thank you so much for subscribing, baby. Thank you so much for coming back and subscribing for 3 months currently. Oh my god. Thank you, baby. I'm not worth all of this. Excellent. I'm sorry, excellent. Thank you for the heart, sweetie. Looks like we missed an Lorca, so that's just gonna have to go with the almonds. signal, almond signal. Okay, that's just gonna have to go with that one. Yeah. Because, yeah, that's gonna go with one of our Pennsylvanias. Yeah. There we go. Now we can get it saddled up. Yeah. In the meantime, let's see. We need to get one of our smaller Pennsylvanias. We'll do this. Which one are we gonna do? Which one? 2665 does look like the candidate today. Let's go ahead and unselect all of our passenger engines right now. Fixing to be hooking that one up in a moment. And then let's just get all of our engines that we are currently fixing to use. Along with 47, because we'll need it shunting stuff around. Yeah. Let's open our stall doors. And turn our turntable 1, 2. 2 spots to the left. Yeah, I can hear it rumbling right now. It's starting to rain. It's a rainstorm's coming, it sounds like. Oh. Yeah. On our laser, trained his and Lemmy, great combination. Yes. Yeah, I figured everybody would enjoy that. Yeah. I mean, you have the sound of some nice steam engines, shunting around. You have all the side rods, moving around, steam wishing, you know, whistles. Yeah. Some steam wishing and stuff like that. Yes. So I've been told I need to do this in increments so I don't sling the train off the thing for some reason. So we're just going to do it like 2 more places should do it. We'll get us to this siding right here. So we do that. Alright, gotta connect our glad hands here and disconnect from the rest of the cabooses. The cabooses that go to west. Alright, now we can do this. Operations. Robinson Coal Gap, that's going to take us all the way up there. This is where it's going, is up where we were last with the night shift, moving that coal car over. So what we're going to do is we're going to aim for it to come in this way from the tunnel. So we're just going to put ourselves... Oh, we need to get it selected. We're going to select and try and get it to go straight through the tunnel. So that should get us good. Gotta wait for it to take an air up the airline and charge up the airlines. Yeah. 47. We can start moving a little bit of freight with 47 now. Looks like that's a lot of Whittier, Bryson, or Bryson. So here's the thing. That's a lot of Bryson. Okay, so it looks like Bryson Lumber, Bryson Steam Electric. Okay. Let's back you up so that we can just keep the cabooses on the back here. Or we'll at least bring them all the way to the back. Barnacles to are these yes, mommy's good boy. Yes, you are. Hmm. Alright, so let's get you. Release your air brakes and move you. To right here. That'll work. Get it tight on the front ears so that we can start pulling this around. While we're at it, we'll go ahead and start hitting our glad hand, getting our journal boxes oiled. We got our K4 is what this engine is, backing up to, saddle this freight. .47 is in place. We're just going to go down the line and oil our bearings. This is the tedious part of it all. It's just like, oh, I gotta go oil bearings. Blah, 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 blah. It's so tiring and so mind-consuming. Yeah. Mommy, how old is this game? I think it's like 2 or 3 years old now, because I've been playing it, I didn't play it for a hot minute while I was streaming, because streaming kind of took everything out of my mind, so I couldn't really dedicate any time to playing the game, sadly. It is getting dark outside, so yeah, we got a rainstorm coming in, that's why my back's hurting. But I think it's at least, I actually think it's like 3 years old now, because I remember it's still technically in beta. My sister, who normally helps me sometimes with this, is not on. She could tell him, and she could answer more about that. But I think this is still technically in beta. Close that. Why are those open? Yeah, you can open some of the things on the cars as well. Close our roster. Let's get to moving some stuff around. Yeah, I just heard a big roll of thunder outside. Our laser, I looked it up, 2.6 years old. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's been out a little while. I know whenever I look at the mods on Nexus mods for this, there are a lot of mods that are like 2 years old and haven't been updated in 2 years, because like either they were incorporated into the game mod itself so that whenever you get the game you have them already, or they were like, oh, we think this will be good, and it wasn't as great as we thought it was, so we just abandoned it. Which is sad, because some things on there I do use on here that are like a year, 2 years old. And the bad thing is, at one point, they're going to be too old for me to use, because they won't be compatible with the next mod or the next mod that I download to help me with something on here, or with the gameplay itself is going to update and it won't be compatible with the updated game mod. So that's sad, but I guess, and to each their own. Like, there are some industries that I would love to put on here, but they are just, and that's another thing. I want to rebuild my PC, get an AMD 9 so that I can run more stuff on this game and other things in general, because my computer is just inadequate for running extra stuff on here. Nice old K4 Pennsylvania. I love the Pensies. I actually have quite a few HOs and a G scale. Actually, 2 G scales. I have one that's actually listed out as a Pennsylvania, and the other is an Atlantic. For whatever reason, they did not actually make it a Pennsylvania engine, even though it's made just like the Pennsylvania engines. So I'm like, y'all failed hard, really hard on that one. You know that, guys. Let's see, that can go on the other train. I'll get my mind and my fingers to move. That's the reason, one of the reasons why I don't play like games that require you to move things. My hand-eye coordination isn't that great. Ender, hello baby, how are you doing? Yeah. But yeah, my hand-eye coordination is not great. Like, I can see things, I can do things pretty well, but my hand-eye coordination is kind of like bleh. Alright, now we can see. We need to keep a Pennsylvania caboose. We'll keep this one on. Now 47, we will move you over here. Our laser random snow leopard purr. Yeah. There you go, sweetie. Ender, Ara, please. Ender, sweetheart. Ara, baby. Yeah. Excellent. Excellent IRL Iron game. Which one, sweetie? Oh, and IRL is fixing. I hear a thunderstorm rolling. Yeah. Nice little K4. Jack your 8 meows. Unless you're talking about engines, like IRL, I have some HO engines and I have a few G scale engines. Like, I did not intend to get back into them, but due to some circumstances, I had no control of friends. And I am getting into G scale engines a lot sooner than I wanted to. Sorry, I'm not typing much, Mama. I'm playing a game. A little show. And I'll show it later. Okay, baby. Let's see. Gonna have to cut this one right there. Saddle and rattled. Yeah. And push it over to here. Yeah. So, Huda, do you want to tell me what game you are playing? Yeah. Looks like we bonked this in this line of cars with the K4. Yeah, our K4 just hit the thing, so yeah. Yeah. Let's see, where are we? Got 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't tell if that's. I don't know where we were. Oh, this will help. Yeah. Tofty, hello, baby. How are you doing? Okay, so we have right in here is where our glad hand is. Mm. Mm. Excellent. If Ender asks, tell him I'm over here. Yeah. Dear Mama, when I get a gaming laptop, I'm gonna try to stay on TikTok. All right. Mm. But yeah, Ender, Excellent is over on the red play button app today. That's right. I've already did all those. Yeah. Ooh, that was scary sounding. I don't know if y'all can hear the storm trying to roll in. Good afternoon, morning, and good afternoon, Mama Ara. Jason Jetta, yeah. Ara, sweetie. Yeah. Oh, I missed something. There it is. There it is. Where's the end? There it is. Yeah. Jason, thank you, Mama. You're welcome, baby. Yeah. Let's see. Gotta break loose the caboose. Let's see, how many cards do we actually have hidden that we can't really reach? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards that we can't really reach. So I just need to do a forward waypoint for 6 cards. Yard movement, 10 cards. Yeah. All right, we'll just do it this way, and then with a waypoint. Right there should be about 6 cards. I swear, even without my top on, I'm still sweating. And I just had a bath this morning. How long have we been going? Oh my goodness. An hour and a half. Oh my god. Really? We've already been going an hour and a half. This might be a little bit much for this engine. But at least it's going slow enough that we might be able to hit all of our journal boxes as it goes by. I think 3,000 tons is the max for this engine. Yeah, that's a little hack. If you can keep it under 5 miles per hour, it will let you oil the boxes. Looks like she's fixing to come to a stop. Yeah, I don't think I got it in time. That one was a good thing I didn't let that one go too far. Yep, she's picking up a little bit of movement. That's good. Yeah. Alright, we're where we need to be, so let's see. This needs to go all the way up to Bryson. So let's pull up our map here. Bryson, I need an engine close by. That one ought to do. Just need to drop a waypoint for this engine. Oh, come on, lag. Don't kill me. Don't kill me, lag. Let's see, about right there ought to do it. Get it so it doesn't kill too much of my movement. There we go. Alright, didn't get enough. Didn't get too much. Okay. Put our road speed. There we go. Got our top end speed. Pulling hard, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Let's see what else do we have here. Okay, we have some. Oh, that's right. That's Bryson. Okay. Then let's see. We have all of this needs to go. So that's all Whittier. So we need to pull the look. Yeah, we need to pull that off the back of it. She's getting some steam under her. Where's this one at? There we go. Get its speed back on it. I don't know why it was set so low. Yeah, pushing $3 grand on the tons. Wow. And I thank all of you for being here this afternoon with me. Nothing like a big K4 pulling all that freight. Let's just launch all that freight goodbye. From 49 cars, 2,815 tons, total length 2,303 feet. That's about twain. I've had more on here though. You know. Alright, 47 is back in the hole. I'm gonna go ahead and unhook from here. And we're gonna waypoint you over here so that we can get our G and O back out on the line roster. Where did our G and O go? G and O's right here. Yeah. I don't know why you gotta get right up on the stall doors in order to open them. Then we gotta turn it, I think it's like 8 spaces to get to it. It might be short. Yeah, I think I'm short. Yeah, 3 spaces more. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Let's see. Waypoint now. I want to do road movement, reversing. Yeah. Yay, that's all going to the sugar mill, so that's lined out right. Nice. Sugar mill and then sawmill. That's what we need. Is that it? Too far. You go back 1, 2, 3, 4, I think it is. Might be a 5th one there. No, we got it right. Release our brakes. You point your tiller right there. Yeah. Actually, I forgot we need to pull these. So we need to hook the caboose back up a little bit. What do you mean you're at waypoint? You're not at the waypoint. Yeah. We'll pull this caboose off real quick here. Getting on the night moves. Trying to use some awkward teenage moves. Yeah. I don't remember why, but it wouldn't let me change the color of the boiler. I want to try and see what it was last time. Northwestern pilot, footboard, lamps, cloud. Yeah, it wouldn't let me change the color for some reason. Boiler? Let's just try and see what blue happens. Oh, it is letting me change the color of the boiler. Okay. Okay. It did let me change the color of the boiler. It wouldn't let me do that last time. Nice. I was actually able to change a few things. I forgot. Well, crap, I forgot we need to go through and oil all of these. Oh no. Let's see. One, two. We'll catch it on the next end. Right there. And crap, I let go early. Trying to get through this quick. Ooh, that was really low. That would have been bad. Do 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 do. So what does everybody think about the trains? Is it just the trains that you're here for, or is it me? Or is it both, or do you not like either of us? You're just here out of boredom. Or are you just here to get some aras? I'm hurrying as fast as I can. Looks like we got 43 cars to do. In total, I don't know how many we are already through. I'm sorry, not a lot going on right now. I just gotta take care of this, or else we could have some problems. Like you saw, some of them were down like 20. Yeah, there, 20%. Gnarly is there? I'm back. I forgot you were quiet, mommy. I'm sorry. I'm here, sweetie. Just having to run through everything. And of course, I'm always doing ASMR style streaming, so just being calm, relaxing, being a place that you can de-stress for a little while. About to get the engines back up and going. I'm hopefully I'm almost through. No, when we get to a tank car, I'm probably right at the end. Because this is all sugar mill. I heard the engine behind me, so I'm probably still got a way to go. Because I think that those cars were closer to the halfway mark. Holy shit. Yep, welcome to the non-glamorous side of running trains. No streamliners or diesels on my railroad yet. I might get a little switcher. I'm not sure. I don't want to run diesels because I'm partial to steam. There's just something better about steam engines than diesels. I mean, for one, you got all of the sounds of a steam engine, which just, for me, is just a tism. Alright, let's see here. Let's get some of these cars moved over, because I remember we have some on the front that's got to go over to Whittier, or at least to near Whittier, so it can transfer to Bryson. And then stuff like the locust right there is local freight. Right, while that moves, I'm gonna run to the restroom because it keeps hitting me. I'll be right back. Alright, sweethearts, I'm sorry, I'm back. Yeah. And thanks for waiting if you're still here. Yeah. Excellent. I'm just here chilling. Aww. Well, I do appreciate all of you being here with me right now. Yeah. Alright, gotta unhook some cars. Move this over. I guess over here out of the way for right now because there's not enough room. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, forgot we gotta connect our glad hands. Oh. There we go. Last cars are aired. Yeah. Just gonna push these over out of the way so I can hook the caboose to the back of these. Yeah. I wonder how our other engines are currently moving. Yeah. Assume your speed, dude. Yeah. That sounded like a violent hit. Yeah. And it looks like we're still not. Shit. Yeah. Still don't have enough room here. Release the brakes. Move you to right there. Maybe that'll give us enough room. In the meantime, let's go see what we are going to see right here. 56. Oh. Here comes our Norfolk Western. Hmm. flying right on by. Yeah. Alright, let's get back over here to 47 so we can finish hooking up our freight. Well, not our freight, we gotta hook up our caboose. There we go. Alright, now let's go check on 45. I don't remember why I left it just sitting there. Probably because there was one that was just about finished. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait on that because we can't really leave it out in the way right now. Do we have everything over here? Is good. Yep, we got one in the back that we can pull in a minute. Yeah. Okay, it's giving me some issues, so we gotta go the old-fashioned route. There we go. Open up, damn you. We just set this one over here near you. Alright, so that means... Oh, right there looks like it'd be okay. Yeah. Alright, let's go check on 56. See about starting to get some stuff pulled out of here, why don't we? Set our brake. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, we'll do this. That way we can hook it to this one, pull them both over here, because they both will work on the left track, but only one will work on the left track. And one will only work on the left track, so we'll do that. Yeah. I'm sorry I'm quiet, y'all. My brain sometimes, whenever I'm doing this, I get hyper-focused. And I don't mean to. It just happens. Yeah. And Tofty, I kind of want to be a train. Oh my goodness. Man. Let's fly up to Bryson and start checking on some of the freight. Because I know I have some that's ready to be pulled out from up here. Yeah, right there's one. Get back over to 60. Hmm. Right about there. Let's see here. Waypoint you to right here so we can go ahead and get that pulled out. 56. And huffing and puffing while doing some heavy loads. Yeah. Naughty, naughty bean. Okay, come on, release it. There we go. Yeah. Let's see. Go ahead and push this one over here. Let's check our map and see where everybody is. Because I got a feeling, yep, there is our heavy coal train coming. Yeah. We're just gonna take a little side slip through the woods and check on our freight over here on the other side and see what's ready to be pulled out for the day. Yeah. Both of those are okay. All the freight over there is good. Alright, looks like that's gonna need to be pulled. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I've been going for 2 hours here. I mean, I need to call it here because I am hurting really bad, and with the rain coming, it's not helping. I do appreciate all of you being here. I will see you back on here Tuesday afternoon, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, and again Thursday afternoon, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Jack Gary, see you later, mommy. I love you. I love you too, baby. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call it here. Y'all have a good rest of y'all's weekend. I will see y'all next time. Until then, be good for Snepmommy. I will see you Sunday night on the clock app. Until then, Snepmommy loves